What's up, race fans? It's Randy Orton Fan 2011 here to bring you round 18 of 30 and season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. We are here. We have made our fourth stop in our Canadian tour, as we will have both the Nationwide and the Cup Series here in Toronto Lakeshore Speedway. First off, we'll have the Nationwide Series here in the Air Canada 250. Joining me here in the broadcast booth is one of my good friends, and he's driver of the number 1 here in the Nationwide Series. It's NASCAR 24 Cimarelli. It's Alex Jones. How are you doing, my man?
Hey guys.
All right, so Alex, there's only 3 races left in the regular season, and all these drivers are going to try to do their best to secure a playoff spot in at least the top 10 or maybe even the wild card hunt. So I do want to get your insight on this. Barney Ward has won the past 2 races. He was back in 32nd in the points, and now where he is now in the 20th position, 10 points ahead of Xavier Livingston, who's in 21st. Now he holds one of those wild card spots with those 2 wins, and now Barney Ward has a pretty good advantage now. With him starting up towards the front, do you think he could possibly get himself even more momentum heading into the final stages of the regular season?
Yes, he could, but it depends on what all happens in this race today.
All right, well, we're just about ready to get this race started, but first let's take a look at the starting lineup.
The place all together, gonna rock the place, and no one can touch this. Who's gonna rock the place, place? Who's gonna rock the place, place? Who's gonna rock the place, place? Who's gonna rock the 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 place? Place? Who's gonna rock the place? Who's gonna rock the place? Who's gonna rock the place? All together gonna rock the place. Who's gonna rock the place? We're forever gonna rock the place. No one can touch this.
I was looking at your starting lineup. Seth Cole will be starting on the pole. He'll be alongside Dylan Young. Both of those guys are currently in the wild card hunt, so they're going to need to do something to get themselves in better position. They both have a win. They're already holding wild card spots, but remember, anything can happen over the course of the 3 races. There's Ryan Richards. He was 5th before round 17, and he fell quite a lot of spots after a bottom 5 finish. Now he's back outside the top 10. He does hold the second of 6 wild card spots, but I'm pretty sure Ryan Richards would like to get those extra bonus points for finishing in the top 10 in points. There's James Silverfox, had quite a bad day at Winnipeg, so we'll see if James Silverfox can come away with something good here. And there's our defending champ, Danny Wells, also holding one of those wild card spots. He does have a win. He'll also try to get himself into the top 10 in points. Just about ready to fire up these engines. Let's get started under the lights here in Toronto. Here we go. Engines have been fired up. We're going to be set here for 25 laps here in Toronto. We've seen probably a lot of action here in the past few races here in this track. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that will go down over the course of this race.
Looks like it's going to be a clean start. I don't see anybody with troubles right now.
Well, that's always good news. We like to see a full field starting, as the pace car will make the left turn to pit road. 100,000 plus here in Toronto are going green here under the lights. 25 laps. Now, we got to pay attention to the back of the pack, because this is where all the action happens. This is where all the action happens, towards the back of the pack. And you also want to remember, one slip up by one single driver could mean the end for many. As it will be Seth Cole leading the first lap. He will get a big bonus point, and you know, all these drivers want to get as many points as they can. They're going to need every point they can get. Oh, shit, trouble's around. Max Russell's around. Yellow flag is out.
It was just a matter of time.
And that happened towards the back of the pack. Yellow flag is out for the first time this race, as Seth Cole will beat the field to the line. Ryan Richards second. Danny Wells will beat James Silverfox for third. And Dylan Young rounds at the top 5. I believe he might have been the only. I believe Max Russell was the only car that went around. I think Sam Young might have gotten some damage from that. We'll have to wait and see on the replay as we are under the yellow flag for the first time this race. Now let's take a look what put us under yellow flag number 1. Stay tuned. This brings it yellow flag number 1 in the race. It looks like Max Russell gets a little loose coming off of turn 4. Ben Paul slides up the racetrack and he makes contact with the 24. 43 Red Bull also makes contact with him. And around goes the 24 of Max Russell. I believe David Burton also got a piece of that. Look at Tony Blazer and Sam Young really had to slow down there.
Great job, Sam Young getting through there.
And Max Russell will take minimal damage, but he's got quite a bit of damage to the rear of that car. That's what put us under yellow flag number 1. This is the race back to the start-finish line. It would be Seth Cole beats the field to the line. Then Ryan Richards will be 2nd, Danny Wells 3rd, James Silverfox 4th, and Dylan Young runs to the top 5. So we're under the yellow flag for the first time this race. Now let's get you back to green flag racing. We're back. Pace cars giving us the 1 to go. Here comes the top 10 rundown. Seth Cole's the leader. Ryan Richards 2nd. Danny Wells in 3rd. James Silverfox 4th. And Dylan Young runs to the top 5. Liam Irvig's in 6th. Cole Daly in 7th. Barney Ward in 8th. Joseph Lombard 9th. And Rhett Yates runs to the top 10. No cars are DNF from the previous incident, so we still have 42 cars as we get ready for the restart on lap 7. Pace car will hit pit road once again. And the green flag is back out in the air for the restart on lap 7.
Once again, keep your eyes on those cars in the back.
And again, they're already started to bunch up right at the back of the pack here. Got a couple cars might be hitting the apron here. A couple cars getting loose right away. Again, they keep it. The front of the pack is keeping it single file, but the back of the pack is where all the action might happen. Again, cars are, uh-oh, shit, uh-oh, we might have something around, and, oh, actually, that's, oh, cars are around. Cars are around. Yellow flag is out, and this is the race back to the line. Danny Wells with the advantage. Danny Wells to the lead, Silverfox to 2nd, Dylan Young to 3rd, Ryan Richards, I believe, will get 4th, and Liam Irvig will round up the top 5. Couple cars went around. That has put us under the yellow flag for the 2nd time in this race as Danny Wells is your new leader. He has led a lap. He gets a major bonus point. That will help him out in the wild card hunt and possibly get himself into the top 10 dependent on which drivers end up doing bad. Again, with all the action happening towards the back of the pack, that's really causing a lot of trouble around throughout the course of this race. As we're under the yellow flag for the 2nd time this race, let's take a look. We'll put us under yellow flag number 2. Stay tuned. This brings out our 2nd yellow flag of the race. I believe Ben Paul is actually heading towards pit road here. You see him slow down considerably. That's going to slow up this part of the field here, and I believe it's going to.
Burton comes up and hits him.
13 to David Burton comes up, makes contact with Red Bell, and around goes the 13 and the 43. That is what put us under our 2nd yellow flag of the race. Now it got really interesting here because they went 3 wide for the lead. Danny Wells had the advantage on the inside with help from James Silverfox. And Danny Wells will beat the field to the line. Silverfox 2nd, Dylan Young 3rd, Ryan Richards getting 4th over Liam Irvig. So we got a new leader in Danny Wells as we're under the yellow flag for the 2nd time this race, and now let's get you back to green flag racing. Stay tuned. We're back. Pace cars giving us 1 to go. Here comes the top 10 rundown. Danny Wells is the leader, James Silverfox 2nd, Dylan Young in 3rd, Ryan Richards 4th, and Liam Irvig runs to the top 5. Cole Daly is in 6th, Seth Cole in 7th, Barney Ward in 8th, Joseph Lombard 9th, and Rhett Yates runs to the top 10. There is Ben Paul. He is now a lap down. No cards are DNF from the previous incident. Now the question is, will this lap down car of Ben Paul play a factor in this race? Here we go. Green flag is back in the air for the restart on lap 13. And again, you got to choose your line. You got to pick your line. You got to choose which line to go to. And it looks like the inside line is working for these guys. You see the lap down car is not really playing a factor. Well, he actually is playing a factor, but it is to Dylan Young and Ryan Richards and Liam Irvig's favor. Danny Wells falling all the way back there, stuck on the outside. Dylan Young leads a lap. He gets a bonus point. That's huge for Dylan Young. Now Ryan Richards looking to the inside, looking to take the lead away from Dylan Young. Again, I do want to mention, no lead is safe in this track. You got to be able to defend it well. Ryan Richards leads a lap. He gets a bonus point. And now Liam Ervig to the inside of Ryan Richards for the lead. And here comes Cole Daly now, looking to get himself back in the wild card hunt. And Richards is in the wall. He's going to lose some positions.
Cole Daly to the lead.
And Cole Daly
He's gonna
leads a
get
lap. He gets a bonus point. Still haven't seen a yellow flag come out. Very good news there as we come around with 10 laps to go now. Field is pretty much spread out now at this point. So now Cole Daly tries to defend the lead, and here comes Barney Ward and Joseph Lombard to the inside of the lap down car of Ben Paul. Barney Ward looking for his third consecutive win and possibly secure him a spot in the wild card, hunt, depending on what happens. But here comes Joseph Lombard back to the inside, and Cole Daly trying to run away with these cars running side by side.
Keep your eye on Dylan Young. He's done got back up there.
Dylan Young's back up into the fourth position. Seth Cole now back in the mix here as he moved his way up to fifth. And again, with all these cars running like this, Cole Daly's going to be a happy camper. He's actually running faster lap times than the rest of the field with all that clean air. Seth Cole now try to get back into position here. Getting back to third. Dylan Young battling Barney Ward for fourth. And here comes Ryan Richards to the inside as well. Now,
he's got help from Liam
Ervig. And here comes Joseph Lombard now. He's actually running faster lap times than Cole Daly now with the drafting help. So now it might be a two-car race as Barney Ward now takes over to third position. Yellow flag is out again. Oh, we got more cars. Huge pileup.
It's the big one.
Oh boy, this is the last thing we wanted to see. And the biggest loser out of this one's going to be Michael Norman. He was involved. A couple other cars might have gotten involved in this one. Sam Young, Jack Richards stopped dead in the track. Yellow flag is out for the third time this race. Wow. It was only a matter of time before something like that was going to happen. And I believe it happened towards the front because we saw Ryan Richards got a piece of that one. I believe it happened somewhere towards the front as we are under yellow flag number 3 in this race. Now let's get you to the replay. Will put us under our third yellow flag. Here's what brings our third yellow flag of the race, and I believe it starts right around here with Dylan Young. Ryan Richards actually tries to fall back in line. He gets clipped around by Dylan Young. He doesn't even know the 27 was there. Now, watch Michael Norman, our points leader in the 60. He's going to go down the apron. He's going to slide back up the racetrack. He's going to clip the 55. Around goes the 39, and this is what's going to start the big pileup. There's Danny Wells, Xavier Livingston, Rhett Yates, Alex Jones getting by. A couple other cars getting by. But then it's going to be a huge pileup right from here. Eric Burton's going to be the first guy that's going to get into it. I believe a couple other cars. Actually, Jacob Lawler got a lot of contact from Richard Johnson here. That got Jacob Lawler loose, and that's going to cause a huge pileup between the rest of the field here. John Dillon getting a piece of it. Jacob Cook is getting involved. Oh, look at who's that? Sean Galligan. Sean Galligan flipped over. I believe a couple. Oh, there was another incident. There was a second incident that happened. Something happened behind. Oh shit. And I believe it was Sean Henley that might have gotten the first bit. Oh wait, there was something happened before that. It was similar to something like that. Let's take a look from this angle.
He made contact with the 7 car.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, Stephen Whitman got loose coming off of turn 2. Sean Henley also got loose. That made contact with Stephen Whitman. Sean Henley hard into the wall. He's going to get into... Now, Stephen Whitman, he's going to get into Sam Young. And there's Callum Wales going to get into it as well. And this is going to cause the second of those big pileups. And there's David Burton. He's just going to turn around Sean Henley. Sean Henley going to take another hard hit into that wall. Jack Richards also going to get involved as well. So a huge amount of cars, at least 15, 20 cars getting involved in this third yellow flag of the race. Wow, we did not expect to see something like that happen, but it happened. Cole Daly will beat the field to the line. Joseph Lombard will be second. Barney Ward third. Seth Cole fourth. Dylan Young runs to the top 5.
Keep your eye on Barney Ward.
Luckily, these cars were able to get out of the way before the leaders came, but we'll see how many laps we get left as we are under yellow flag number 3 in this race. Now we'll get you back to green flag racing. We're back. Pace car's giving us the one to go. Multiple cars at DNF from the race. 10 cars actually DNF. Ben Paul, Red Bell, Jack Richards, Stephen Whitman, Sean Henley, Sean Galligan, Eric Burton, John Dillon, Jacob Cook, and Michael Norman. Top 10 rundown, here we go. Cole Daly is your current leader. Joseph Lombard, Barney Ward, Seth Cole, Dylan Young. 6th through 10th, Liam Ervig, James Silverfox, Danny Wells, Xavier Livingston, Rhett Yates. Here we go. One lap shoot. Green, white, checkered. Wow, epic fail by me right there. Epic fail. Green, white, checkered. Here we go. One attempt at a green, white, checkered finish. If the yellow flag comes out at any point, then the race is over. Epic fail by me. I was supposed to say green, white, checkered, but I ended up saying one lap shootout. Green flag is out for the final time in this race.
Great race start by Cole Daly, but will it be enough? You don't want to pull too far ahead.
Don't want to be a sitting duck over the course of these races here.
And here comes Barney Ward trying to get 3 in a row.
Barney Ward trying to get his third consecutive win, maybe his third consecutive podium finish, as Cole Daly is now in control of the lead. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Cole Daly in the lead, looking to get himself in the wild card hunt. And here comes Seth Cole and Dylan Young trying to go for 3rd and 4th. And here they come off of turn 4. And coming off of turn 4, Cole Daly wins the Air Canada 250. He takes the checkered flag.
And Barney Ward, a 3rd straight podium finish.
3rd straight podium finish for Barney Ward. But now, guess who might be in the wild card hunt? Cole Daly. Cole Daly was running around the top 20 in points most of the season. And now with this big win for Cole Daly, now that might just get himself in the wild card hunt. Wow, just a bit of luck for Cole Daly. Might turn around his season. Now he's in contention for a wild card spot. Barney Ward will have to sell for second, his 3rd straight podium finish. Seth Cole will also come away with a podium finish, his 3rd of the season. Great race for Cole Daly, and might just help him out that's going to definitely help him out in the wild card hunt, especially this late in the regular season. So a great race here in Toronto, and now we get to your official race results. Let's look at your official race results. Congratulations to Cole Daly, his first win of the Nationwide Series this season, and now we might be talking about Cole Daly now in the wild card hunt. So with that win, Cole Daly might now be a factor in the wild card hunt this late in the regular season, don't you think?
Yep.
2nd place will be Barney Ward. 3rd place will be Seth Cole. They round out the podium. Dylan Young and James Silverfox finish 4th and 5th. Joseph Lombard, Danny Wells, Liam Ervig, Xavier Livingston, and Rhett Yates round out the top 10. 11th through 20th are Alex Jones, Ron Fajara, Dylan Poteet, Cody Lamas, Johnny Gardner, James McLeod, Trent Dunham, Zohar Manood, Charles Jackson, and Robert Wagner. 21st through 30th are Ryan Cooper, Max Russell, Ryan Juke, James Qualls, Kyle Cisnowski, Callum Wells, Richard Johnson, Jacob Lawler, David Burton, and Tony Blazer. Ryan Richards was the last car to finish on the lead lap. Sam Young ends up a lap down. 10 cars DNF from the race. Michael Norman, Jacob Cook, John Dillon, Eric Burton, Sean Galligan, Sean Henley, Stephen Whitman, Jack Richards, Red Bell, and Ben Paul.
Great wait for Max Russell to come back after that first caution.
Max Russell will end up going to 22nd after being involved in that first caution. But you got to give it to Cole Daly. Now we can say Cole Daly is now relevant in the wild card hunt. But you also got to consider some of the bad days that a couple other drivers might have had. They might fall outside the top 10 in points, and they might be able to steal those wild card spots. And that's all dependent on what happens over the course of the next 2 races, Atlanta and Hogzilla. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Well, Alex, I hope you enjoyed co-commentating this race as much as I did, and I hope to have you back in the co-commentary booth sometime soon.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, guys. Well, that's it here. Next race is the Cup Series race from Toronto. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. This is Randy Orton, Fan 2011, signing off. Remember, subscribe to me, become a member of the gang. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum taste. Pepsi Max. I'm out.